Okay, so today we are at the site of Fort McIntosh, and for you folks who don't know this place, it's a Revolutionary War fort that was created in Beaver County. It is also the site of the Treaty of Fort McIntosh, which was a treaty that was implemented to end some of the wars against colonial frontiersmen and Native Americans in Beaver County. But the most important aspect of this place is it is the first home of the First American Regiment, commonly known as the Old Guard. And for you folks who served in the military, first I want to say thank you for your service. And specifically the members of the United States Army, you should know that the Old Guard is the first and still continuous oldest regiment in the United States Army. Well, what you're looking at right now is the first home of that regiment, at least the remnants of it. This is Fort McIntosh. And what you're seeing there is the Beaver River, or the Ohio River, excuse me, in Beaver County. We're going to look at some of the monuments that they have placed here. But before we do that, what you're seeing here is the remains of a fireplace that was here at the fort. It was quite a large fort at that. This whole area that you see here is the approximate size of this fort, which was a trapezoid type, as you're seeing here, which I believe some of the walls were 150 feet high. You can read that. And there's another remain. These were excavated in the early or mid, probably 1970s, I believe. This fort is on the National Registry of Historic Places in the United States. For people who are interested in military history, the American Revolution, and the early history of Beaver County, this is a must place to visit. Again, another remnant of the earthen floor of the fort. Lots of unique history here. The Treaty of Fort McIntosh, as I said earlier, was a treaty that ended some of the wars that were taking place here in Beaver County amongst settlers and Native Americans. As the result of that treaty, certain other Indian tribes were not invited to participate in the signing of that treaty, and consequently it led to other wars and escalations with settlers, which inevitably resulted in the Battle of Fallen Timbers. If you folks know that battle, then you'll know what I'm talking about. However, for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to concentrate on Fort McIntosh. I will be making more videos about the Native Americans in Beaver County and their contribution to the development of this region, where I'm actually going to take you into the woods and show you a few Indian drills. Stay tuned for those videos. Let's take a look at some more monuments over here, okay? General Lachlan McIntosh. This gives you the history of the gentleman of whose fort this is named after. Impressive monument. A lot of them down here are. There's another one. Know thy history, and you will know thy answers. Here's the list of the commanding officers of this fort, which I did not know existed here. Something I overlooked. Most impressive. Let's go over here and look at this. There's the story of the restoration. Don't know if I'm going to be able to zoom in to the point where you're going to be able to actually read it. I do apologize if you cannot read that. I'm trying to zoom it in. Perhaps you can pause it while you're watching this video and you can read it. And back again. Maybe this one you can actually read. So, moving right along, there's some more over here. Let's check them out. Here's another full view of the beautiful Ohio River. And again, for you people who really are into history, these are the actual grounds of an American Revolutionary War fort, one of the most significant in Pennsylvania. This fort was abandoned after the Revolutionary War. It remained open for a few years, and then it disbanded. I believe it remained in operation until 1791. It commenced, I believe, in 1775. This was a major headquarters for the Continental Army in Beaver County. And here's another remnant of a, more than likely, probably a fireplace. I want to zoom in on those ancient stones. All the way to the end down there. There's another monument up here. Let's take a look at this one. Great-grandfather, President Abraham Lincoln. Now, how impressive is that? As you can see, they really keep this place pretty. Let's zoom in the whole grounds down there. Doesn't go that much further down. There's actually a park down there too. And another remnant here of the actual fort. As well as this over here, I believe, is a remnant. Although there's no sign here to indicate so, but I'll show it to you anyway. Zoom in on it. We'll go over to the largest monument over here near it. We're actually walking up to the entrance. If you're walking, that is not a real cannon of the Revolutionary War, but it's a replica. I'll zoom in up for you though. Take a look at it. Here's the sign. Birthplace of the First American Regiment, as I already told you. See, I wasn't lying. And here's a little caption you can read here. I do apologize for the shaking. for history lovers, as I said, and I keep saying, and I will continue to say, this is a wonderful visit for you. If you're from out of state and you have a huge interest in the Revolutionary War and old military forts, this is the place to come for you. You'll really enjoy it. It's all open, it's free of charge. It's open to the public 7 days a week. You don't have to worry about admissions, no fees or anything like that. And I'll just close this video off with a splendid view of Beaver, Pennsylvania, in Beaver County, Pennsylvania. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really look forward to making more like this. I have a couple, like I said, up and coming plans to do things with Native Americans of this region, so stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe, feel free to comment on these videos, and I hope that I will make another interesting video for you guys, and I will talk to you later. Until then, stay healthy. Bye.